Okay, let's unlock fluid packaging.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
Wait. I didn't unlock the industrial fluid buffer. That's the next one up. What are you talking about, Ada? And that's under petroleum power. Alright, well, now that I've got that, I can start making fuel for my jetpack. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and unlock petroleum power.
Milestone reached. It is my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available. Due to a lack of gold in your sector, Caterium will serve as a suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered generator. Your research into this element was valuable. In fact, you in particular are my most valuable pioneer, but don't tell the others I said that, it would be bad for morale.
Alrighty then. A lot of wire. Okay. Now let's unlock Logistics Mark IV.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Alright. This should probably be the next thing that I unlock. Okay. And with that... What?
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of Project Assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
I have never seen the little fist animation before, and it did a little explosion sound effect when I hit the button. Oh, and it's gonna take 15 minutes for it to come back. Okay, well... let's see... Should be able to unlock this without too much of an issue. Well, no, actually... Had to wait a while for the plastic. So we don't have the plastic for that. What does it take to make a... Oh, plastic, of course. Okay. Maybe I'll be automating the production of computers and circuit boards. Okay, I finally have enough plastic to unlock this. Oh, I don't have heavy stuff on me. There we go.
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps can now be upgraded to Mark II. They are like Mark I, but better. Pipes seem to be objects of fascination to humans. In fact, there are recorded instances of humans doing nothing but thinking about pipes for hours.
Indeed. Alright. Actually, I might be able to just do this one too. Oh, there it is.
Milestone reached. Train signals placed on train rails can control and improve train behavior. This helps to avoid events where multiple trains attempt to occupy the same physical location. For information related to earlier train events, please refer to your employee non-disclosure agreement.
Alright. Now, let's see. The last one. It's going to require 100 computers. Also 100 heavy modular frames. Do I have any heavy modular frames? I do have a stack of that, so we're almost good on the heavy modular frames. I just need to set up automation for that, which I need to do anyway because they're going to be useful later on. Computers I've finished automating, but it's going to be a while before I have 100, I think. So I'm going to get back to work. Okay, I kind of left the game running last night and kind of made very little progress, and that's because of this. Now, I guess I should probably explain what's going on here. So I have the two groups of refineries. One group is made of 3 refineries making plastics for, so it's able to make 60 plastic per minute. And a byproduct is the heavy oil residue. And same with rubber, except that I just only have one refinery making rubber. So the heavy oil residue is then going into these refineries here to turn it to fuel. And then from there, the fuel is going over to this packager to make packaged fuel, which I will then use for my jetpack. But as you can see, it is full. And of course, it just occurred to me that I could probably have some of this go into the grinder, get me points and stuff, but alright, anyway. But the thing is that because nothing's happening really with the fuel, production of plastic stopped. Now, I've kind of already flushed the fuel network, but I really need to do something with the fuel. Jeez, it's already built up this much and I flushed it already. Okay, so kind of what I'm thinking is that I want to build a fuel generator. Burn off some of this fuel. Burn off some of the excess. Fuel generator. There we are. This is nice and centered. Why is it facing that direction now? Oh, I see. Okay. I misread the thing. Alright. That seems like that'd be okay. And there. How much does this thing burn? 20 per minute. How much are we producing? 80. Well, it's going to be significantly less than that because I think I'm only producing 60, so probably about 40 fuel. So this thing's 20 per minute. It's just not going to be sufficient. Alright. So I have an idea. That is not quite what I meant to do. Okay, so we have the pipe here. We do this. Ah, there we go. Do that. And that. Move the pipe sections here. Actually, I kind of want to do that. Okay, this will go. No, go there. Thank you. This will go there. And this will go there. And this will go. Actually. Not really sure that's actually going to do a whole lot for me, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Power line here. And there. Okay. So... whole idea of this thing is to make it so that this has a lower priority than the rest of the things, so that way it can still produce packaged fuel. Build another one. I was kind of half expecting Ada to say something about me building a fuel generator. But she didn't. That's part of the way I do this on camera. Alright, well, let's see how many computers this thing has made. Is this computer? Yeah, this computer thing. 14. Yeah. Okay. Time to unlock synthetic polyester fabric. And start getting some protection from that badass gas.
Research completed. Polyester fabric recipe unlocked. Using polyethylene terephthalate, production of a lightweight and strong fabric can be automated. It has many of the properties of naturally sourced fabric, and also amplifies body odor.
Nice. That's what we want. Amplify that body odor. Yes. Okay, so I was trying to avoid water for my factory because, well, a lot of recipes require shit tons of water, but sadly to make synthetic fabric I need water. So I'm going to build water pump system here. Ooh, oh crap. I'm gonna need to build another water tower, aren't I? Shit. Maybe now's a good time to implement blueprints. In fact, you know what? That would probably be a very good idea. Yeah.
Thank you for your purchase in the Fix-It Awesome shop, the best store on the planet.
Okay, I've kind of been standing here thinking about how exactly I want to do this. Where is the thing? There it is. Should I try to line? Nah, I shouldn't worry about that. Alright.
Once you
Go
have
away.
built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
Unless, of course, they give us really big machines to work with that just won't fit in this. Like rails. Rails don't really fit in this 4x4 grid at all. Anyway. So, water tower. Let's see. I've been thinking about how it is that I want to do this. So one of the issues that I'm kind of coming across here is that I don't know if I should actually start with this thing or not. How big is this? Is this... What happens if I center this? What does it look like? Okay. What's its hitbox like? Okay, yeah. So... doing that and then that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work at all. Okay. Okay, so... So, because I don't have... I do not like that at all. I do not like that. Do we have the same problem with the whatchamacallits? The pipe holder thingies? It's under logistics. Looks like we might... Okay, good. That at least snaps. Okay, so... What I want to do then is to kind of... Alright, so that's 16 meters. That'll be about 20 meters. Which is about how far a pump can pump. So we're actually need to be shorter than that. We're gonna have to just deal with 16 meters. Okay, and... Ooh. There we go. Okay, and... Ooh, not that one. Just those ones. I think I may have messed up here. I did. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Oh, interesting. I can't just verticalize that. Okay. Alright, so this will be the base. I'm going to start off with the base here. So, ideally I'd like the pipes to not block the ladder. But at the same time I want the pipes to be running up the sides. Maybe I should stop trying to do that and just accept that what it gives me here. I want it to look nice and be bug-free and all that stuff. Okay, we're just gonna do that. I'm gonna leave that as is. Okay. And then for you... You are going to need a valve. That one was doable. Alright, and I'm just gonna reset you down to 0. Perfect. I don't know if it'll save that setting, but that's fine, whatever. Power. Now I wish there was a way to just automatically hook up power. So like between blueprinted segments, like if you have overlapping like wall outlets, for example, or power poles, that it would automatically recognize that those are supposed to be the same power pole and just connect them. That would be awesome, but I don't think it can do that. Okay, so... Alright. Now, the logistics. Same with, like, pipes. That'd be pretty cool if I could do that, but I'm pretty sure it can't. Let's see if this will connect. This will, in fact, not connect. Well, can I just do this? Noodle can do it. Noodle's fine. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so the idea is that the power, or that the fluids will come in from the back. And on the right side they'll go up, and on the left side they'll come back down. Okay, and I shall call this water tower a base. Water tower base. I don't know what to do here. Pump. Water. Do this. Sure. Save the blueprint. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. So, do this here, do this here. Say that there, that there. Actually, not sure about this. kind of something like this here. Connect that up. Then we remove the pipes here. And the idea is I'm just going to directly connect the pipes to the pump here. Yeah. Not so sure about this side though. I mean, obviously I can't quite do the exact same thing. Maybe something like this. Connect the pipes to that and just move them up. Let's... middle. Select icon. This will be a pump. Select. Save blueprint. Okay, now I want to test this out, make sure that everything's all lined up perfectly. Blueprints. Base. Oh, that's interesting. There's a little arrow on it. That's neat. Alright, let's see if we can center this here. Okay, so that's the base.
Building in blueprint mode can further optimize your construction process with snapping and quick dismantling options. Build modes are not just there to make your work easier, they compensate for inevitable human error. Fix-It understands humanity like no other, and humanity needs you to be efficient and productive at all times.
Alright, and now let's try the middle. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so during the beta, there was this issue where the blueprints would not always line up. They'd be just slightly off. And it looks like everything works here. How do I undo blueprints? Oh, right, I'm an idiot. Okay, I remember now. I remember now. It's one of the modes here. Blueprint, there we go. Awesomeness. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I'm going to knock off the top. That's where I want it. Yes, okay. Vertical. Take this, throw this here. Okay. Now at the very top, I want 3 things. The industrial buffer is probably far more than that's necessary. We'll go for that. Although, nothing quite screams water tower like a big bulbous top. So. Yeah. Oop. Okay, with that kind of logic... What the hell? Let's try that again. Hmm. Okay. 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 Kind of like that. I like a water tower should have a nice large tank at the top. Okay, so logistics, pipeline. Let's see here. I think that there. That there. That there. Ooh, that looks pretty alright. Actually, let's do horizontal to vertical. That might look better. Okay, yeah, okay. And then we do something like this here. And then this here. Kinda just don't need this no more. Okay, cool. Use. Alright. And then we have power switch. I still check the fluid buffer. I can. I mean, I'd like to be able to use the ladder, but you know what? That's fine. Don't really need it. Leave this blank. Alright. Put that there. That there. That there. And that there. Perfect. And now that shall be the top of the water tower. Water tower, top. And we shall change the icon to tank, fluid, perfect. Save blueprint. Clear blueprint designer. Gotta find the... Where's the chest? Just throw that back in there. I don't need to have that on me. Actually, it looks like it might have just gone right into my inventory. That's different. During the previous versions, there was a storage chest that all the items went into when you cleared it, but this doesn't seem to have it. I assume that means it just went into my inventory then. Oh, that might be a faulty assumption, but that seems probably correct. And judging from just how much crap is in my inventory, that probably is actually quite likely. And boop. At 120 each, they should be able to fill up a Mark II pipe. Oop. Yes. Okay, so how are we gonna do this exactly? Well, why not? I'll build it right here. Alright, so blueprints, the base. Okay, so just want to center this. That looks pretty alright. I did not mean to go into the water like that. Oh yeah, I have a jetpack. I can just fly. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's do about there. So do that. That. Alright, that looks pretty alright. Okay. Blueprints. Tower middle. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Water tower. And I'll just flip this on. Okie dokie. Alright. I guess we're going down. We're going down. Right. And there we go. Okay. So, the overall plan, I'm going to connect these like this. And this like this. Okay, that should be everything all hooked up. Nice. Now to jump down here. Okie dokie. And I'll take this line. Connect it over to here. Connect those up. Wait. Oh. Wrong one. Come on, connect these two up. Connect these two up. Then connect this up. And I shall go ahead and I'll just connect it directly to there. Okay, cool, and it did save the 0 there. I was wondering if it would save that information. Alright. So, water am's being pumped. That's being filled. Pumps are going. Water's slowly making its way up there. Good. I'll just let that run for a little while, and I will run a pipe all the way back to base. Okay, in the time that it took me to run the pipeline all the way back to base, this tank in the water tower managed to completely fill up, which is awesome. I'm not going to turn it off just yet, because it's gonna drain. I needed to use the jetpack a little bit more than that. Somehow I didn't die though. Okay. Do this. Large tank is going to drain significantly in this. Give it a few moments for that. Alright. I'll shut off the valve now. That's not the valve. Alright, let's see how the tank is doing. I believe so. It probably didn't drain a whole lot, considering I only had it open for a few seconds. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, this thing's completely full once again, so I'll just turn this off then. And let's go see how this is doing. Well, I can already see that it's gotten all the way to the top. Also, these little connection points, I angled them a bit, and that looks way better than like this. Look at that, it looks like one continuous pipe going uphill rather than this abomination. I might actually redo that. Okay, cool. Full flow rate? Awesome. Awesome.